Hello, Flosstube! My name's Natalia, and I have an assistant with me today. My husband has been nice enough to help volunteer.
Hi.
This is my channel, Official Mermaids Cove, where I share my cross-stitching hobby. To my returning subscribers, welcome back. To my new viewers, welcome. Hopefully you like what I have to share, and you stick around. So this is my third quarter WIP parade. This is where I'm going to start showing you everything that I have going, and hopefully maybe a few things that I plan to start here soon. So we will start with my biggest, and I guess maybe not my oldest, but my biggest cross stitch that I currently have on the go right now. And that will be this. This is my Gecko Rouge kit. This is the last kit that I have that I ordered that I haven't finished yet. I finished the other two. And that would be Dracarys. This is based off the artwork by Dailen Ogden. I am stitching this on 28 count gridded even weave 2/110, and this is where I am. I have it in the Q-snap. I'm not going to take it out of the Q-snap. It is a really big piece, so it's kind of hard to wrangle. So I already have the top corners here done, and I moved it down. I started working on this dragon here. There's a couple stitches in Daenerys. You can see some of her dress here too. And there's these flame motifs here that I've started working on. I've kind of gotten into like a lapse of working on this. I've been trying to figure out, because these are more confetti stitches here, even the edging here that I have, it's kind of blank. I've been trying to watch some full coverage Flosstubers to try to give me some inspiration for how I can go about tackling that and moving forward. I usually do my stuff like color completion, and sometimes that's hard, especially with something as big as this, to try to do that for the full thing without moving forward, and also it can kind of make your stitching a little uneven at the end of the day. So I do want to try to keep at least these sections. I've kind of split it up into 4 sections. I'm on the second section. This is kind of like the halfway point here, so I don't want to move on to the working on the third or the fourth before I finish this section. Currently I'm at 31.8%, and I still have 152,855 stitches to go. So we'll see how we go on with this. I am hoping to maybe get it done within the next 2 years. I would like to be more ambitious than that, but I'm trying to give myself a little bit more of a reasonable goal. So there's my first one. The next one is Angel of Elegance. This might be my oldest WIP, because I think I started this in like 2021 as like a Christmas start. This is a Gold Collections kit. It's Angel of Elegance. Can you believe? Yeah, I thrifted this for like $3 so long ago. But this is a really big kit. The total stitch count when I tried to transfer it into Pattern Keeper, which doesn't include like the back stitching for the snowflakes and stuff, was 31,592. I've actually got quite a bit done for my start. When I started this, I was taking this as my work project, and I got over 1,000 stitches in, and you can definitely see like where it is in the pattern, right? This is her sleeve here, but I haven't really picked this up. I don't do a lot of seasonal stitching, and I don't stitch on Christmas like outside of the holidays really, but I really do want to pick this up, so I'll probably try to make it a priority to pick this up this Christmas. I am stitching it 2/1, and this is the fabric that came in the kit, which is 18 count white Ada. So yeah, hopefully moving forward I can get more progress on that. The next one, I'll have to insert a picture for this one. This is I Tried. This is by the Cross Stitch Studio. It's a Grinch piece that I'm doing for my husband, but I'm sure he would like to see more progress on. I'm gonna eventually turn this into a cushion. But right now I have this E. I am planning on picking it up this month and getting some work on it, so you will be seeing it in future videos. Hopefully you'll see more progress on this. Oh, I'm stitching this on a 28 count MCG Textiles fabric. I think it's like natural or oatmeal. I can't remember, to be honest. I might have it when I did my Instagram post. I might have to look back at that for the next video. But I'm doing it 2/2, so it's like I'm stitching it on 14 count. So it's going to be a pretty big finish when all's said and done. And so that one has a total of 28,112 stitches, and I am at 0.6% of the way through. So I definitely need to pick it up and give it some more love if I want to see more progress on that. The next WIP, I'm going to also insert a picture here for this one. This is Periwinkle Mermaid. So this is the design by Whittier Stitches on Instagram. I think she recently has released this, so you can, for purchase. Somebody did a mock-up of it already. So I'm stitching mine on 16 count Crystal Jazz by Picture This Plus. It's a pretty opalescent fabric, and this is where I'm at so far. I have a lot of the seaweed done, and I've started on the fins. I tried to touch this. I touched this a little bit last month. I think I only got like 100 stitches or something in. So I do want to see more progress on this, but I'm working on some other mermaids right now. Maybe when I get those done, I'll give this one more love. But with the holiday season and it getting colder, I imagine I'm going to be spending more time indoors and more time cozying up. So maybe I'll get more dedicated stitchy time on this. The next, and I am 13.9, so almost 14% into that one. So not too bad. The next one, I'll insert a picture for this one as well. This is my Mermaid of the Pearls. It's a Mirabilia design by Nora Corbett. I'm stitching this on an, I think this is 16 count Aida that I dyed, 2/1 Aida block. This is probably the longest Mirabilia I've worked on. It is a mermaid. I love it very much. It's one of her earlier designs, but I think the way that I dyed this fabric is giving me a little bit of a fit. I dyed it regularly, and then I wanted to try out using like this tulip pearlescent spray paint, fabric paint, and I don't think that was a good idea. It kind of blocked some of the holes, so I'm still trying to, like, you know, it makes it a little difficult when I'm moving the needle in and out of the fabric, so I'm still trying to find my way around this. And it is darker fabric too, so I've had to like frog some areas and restitch some things. So I'm hoping to put some more dedicated time in this in the future, but right now this is where it stands. And this one right now is at 6.5%. So I have more progress on the Periwinkle Mermaid than I do on this one. So definitely have to get more progress on that one. There's plenty of the Mirabilia mermaids that I want to stitch, and I do want to finish that one before I start another one. Oh, the next one might be in my work bag. In that blue drawstring bag. Mm. 1 second. Oh, okay, so this one I haven't started yet. This one I haven't started yet, but I am planning on starting it this week. I'll insert a picture here. This is Siren of the Seas. This has over 13,000 stitches. It has 13,432 stitches in it, and I'm planning on stitching it on this. This is a 22 count Hardinger fabric that I hand dyed, and I'm planning on stitching it. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it 2/1/10 with the called for colors. So wish me luck. We'll see how that goes. I haven't stitched something like that. I stitched maybe like a small ornament, and it was on 22 count. But I haven't done something big like this, so we'll see how that looks. I'm kind of toying with different fabrics, trying to think about what my next full coverage is going to be stitched on. Okay, and that one is obviously at like 0% because I haven't started it yet. The next one I have is Sweet Summertime, A Time for All Seasons by Garden Samplings. I will insert a picture of that here. And this is being stitched on 36 count Folia Morte, dyed by Brandy at Stitch Me. I'm using half the fabric. I haven't cut it down yet though. And this is where we're at currently. So my needle there. I have adjusted this pattern, so I'm not going to stitch all of it. I'm not going to stitch the framing that they have, and I've converted the watermelon to be like a Puerto Rican drum. I want to get some more done on that. I have the legs of my brooster done. I have this in my work bag just in case I want to get some more extra stitching on it during my lunch hour, but right now I'm prioritizing some other things. So this is where it's at right now. what I've cut it down to is 6,371 stitches. That's not the full stitch count of the original design, but that's what I've cut it down to. And so far I've stitched up to 25.6% of that stitch count. So it's a quarter of the way finished for what I want to do with it. This is beautiful, gorgeous fabric. If you haven't tried any of Brandy's fabric, I highly recommend it. She does an amazing job. I've gotten the opportunity to like visit her storefront, her brick and mortar, and hopefully I hope to do that in the future, maybe next year. It's another thing to see them up close in person and then make your selection of that. Okay, the next one that I have is one that I started today. This is something I'm stitching up for a friend of mine. Their birthday's in November. So I started this month and I want to get it finished before the end of the month. This is a Forbidden Fiber Co. chart. It's called God Creates Dinosaurs. And I bought the kit. So this is the kitted fabric. It's a 25 count prehistoric Lugana. I am stitching this 2/2. So it's more like I'm stitching on 22.5. The ground cloth is showing, but this is not a full coverage design, so I don't have a problem with that. And I actually like the look of it. I'm hoping to maybe finish this as like a wall hanging. So far, so good. I feel like I got a pretty decent start. It's like 300 or so stitches. And with the stitches I was able to get in today, we're already at 5.2%. So hopefully I can make quick work of this, and I'll have time to fully finish it for my friend's birthday. The next one, this one might be in the spare room. I have another red bag like this.
I'll get it.
It has fabric, but I think it might have that whipped in it too. So the next one that I have is like an embroidery stitch kit. My husband's gonna see if he can find it for me. I don't have it sitting here. I thought I was more prepared. So while he's going to get that, I'll show you this one.
This one?
Let me see if it's in there. Yes, it is. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so the next one I have is this. This is also dimensions. This is a stamped cross stitch. It's not on a cross stitch fabric. It's like on embroidery fabric. It's a printed white sailcloth. This is what they say it is. So this is the first time I've stitched on something like this. And that's what it's going to look like at the end of the day. And this is all the stitching that I got done on it. I started this as like one of my Christmas starts last year. And I just got these stitches down here. There's still a lot of this to go, but there's a part of me that feels like this really wouldn't take a lot of time to do in terms of like some way, you know, it's like a decent sized project, like how long it would take to do like an autumn lane design. I don't anticipate it taking me a long time if I actually dedicate some time to it. I don't really tend to stitch in a lot of wintry stuff. I like summery or fantasy type stuff, so I'm probably not planning on breaking this out until maybe November time. Or I'll wait to make it part of my Advent stitching like I did last year. We'll see. I don't really have that in Pattern Keeper because it doesn't have a grid to the pattern. But I just put like a generic 0.1% because I don't have a lot started on there. The next one is Blue Lagoon Mermaid. This is a Bella Filipina chart. It was part of one of the kits that they included in the Mermaid Mystery Box for 2023 for Under the Sea fabrics. I am really close to a finish on this one. I'm almost at 84%. I still have to fill in some of the tail here. There's a metallic that goes in, and there's also some beads and a treasure that goes here. So this is being stitched on 16 count amphitrite dyed by Under the Sea Fabrics. It's an opalescent. so it's very nice and sparkly. So I'll be excited to see this finished soon. I'm hoping to get that done this week. Once I get that done, I'm debating. I have one more mermaid that I haven't started stitching from that box, and it's this one, the Twilight Mermaid from Meridian Designs. It also was a kit, so I have all the materials, and it's stitched on this. This is a Nepali 16 count opal, also dyed by Undeceive Fabrics. So this would be a nice additional start. But I want to get the other mermaid done first, so you might see that in my future updates. The next one that I have is Fear Not. This was, I can insert a picture. This was a start that I did for Sweet Wings Studio September last month, and this is where we're at now. I have the umbrella done, I still have the words to do, and the raindrops. As of where it stands now, we're at 61.3%. I still have a little ways to go on this. I have 1,301 stitches left to do. So if I were to sit down and get some more stitching on this, I probably could finish it within a week. I'm prioritizing some other things, right? I want to get that project done for my friend's birthday. So once I finish that, maybe I'll open myself up to getting some more finishes and clearing out and whipping down some of the things I've started. That is being stitched on a 14 count Ada that I self-dyed. 2/1 Ada block. Noblest Part, I started that for the Friendship Retreat Sal with my table mates from Stitch Florida this year, and I have sent it off. I have not received my package yet, but I'm not in any hurry. There's been a lot of storms and a lot of weather delays here recently. And it's not a deadline, Sal. We're making it very loosey-goosey, just enjoying getting the chance to stitch with each other and do this, so it'll be fun to see how it goes. So right now I'm not counting that in any of my WIPs until I get the next part. The next one that I have to show is Sky Hunter. This is a color charts design based off of, well, I can't tell if it's based off Richard Luce's artwork or if Richard Luce is the person who charted this. It says artist. I'm assuming he charted it. Let's just go with that. But I found this at a thrift store. It was pre-started and my husband liked it, so he asked me if I would finish it for him. Honestly, the biggest drawback to this has just been the paper chart. I finally did put it in Pattern Keeper, and the Queen of the Crop on Flosstube inspired me to crop it a bit. This hill is so confetti heavy, so I've decided to crop it. So I'm just gonna stitch the top of the hill where he's standing on and the bottom clouds, and then that'll be it, and hopefully that'll help me finish this sooner. So I'm not going to, I kind of start at the bottom quarter there to try to give me a place to orient myself, but I'm probably just gonna unpick that or just not include that when I finally finish this. So I just need to finish the bottom of this hill that he's standing on here, and then the bottom line of clouds, and then go back and do the back stitching, and this will be done. So this actually has, according to Pattern Keeper, from what I have that I want to stitch, it has 2,238 stitches left. So it's not a lot of stitching left to do. I just have to buckle down and do it. So maybe that'll be another thing I can focus on during my Christmas stitching. I put that one at 4.3%, but that's not for the full design, right? That's just for what I've been stitching on since I've gotten it. And that's probably not really accurate, that's since I've had it in Pattern Keeper. I did do quite a few more stitches on that before I ever transferred it into Pattern Keeper. But we're just putting it there for now so I can track it somehow. And then the very last one that I have was another Sweet Wing Studio start. This was a Stitch Florida exclusive that she released for the retreat. It's not going to be available, I think, for another 6 months or a year. But it's called Choose Joy. I got the thread pack at the retreat for this, and I'm stitching it on a, what is this? It's a 36 count linen by Black Cauldron Dye Works. It looks it's called Dakota Sky. That's the name of the linen. It looks beautiful. I love this blue. I really like stitching on it. They included some silks for the threads. That's been a joy working on it. And I've been stitching this 2/1. Stitching with one thread is so dainty. It makes your stitches look so tiny and neat. I'm really liking working on this, but I took a little bit of a break. So I'm not in any rush to work on this. I'm enjoying the little bits that I go piece by piece. So far I'm 23% of the way through with that, and it has less than 2,000 stitches left. So it's definitely a nice one to pick up here and there. Whenever I get the urge. So if you were counting, that would be a total of 14 WIPs if I count my noblest part. When I finish some of these other ones, like I said, I kind of showed some of the things that I'm starting. I recently finished this one. I showed this in my last update video. This is Hawaiian Mermaid by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I was stitching on it for the Stitching on Autumn Lane Sal. And I stitched her on 14 count Ada, 2/1. And then I also recently finished my Yin Yang Dragons, and I got that framed. I know I've been showing that since I started my channel here. I put my wedding details in the center. So I'm trying to find something. Oh, here we go. But I was able to frame it, and the grid did wash out. So the grid, I stitched this on 28 count, gridded evenly, just like you saw for my Dracarys. And it looks amazing. I cannot get over the fact of how detailed the Gecko Rouge charting looks like. It looks so close to the artwork. Beautiful. Beautiful. I gotta hang this up. But yes, so that's done. I'm really excited to have that finished. I'm really happy. So that's me and my husband's wedding sampler. And that was it for my WIP parade. I hoped you enjoyed everything that I showed. Let me know which one was your favorite. Which one do you think I should get more stitching time on? Do you have a WIP parade? Let me know if you posted a WIP parade, and I'll be happy to go over and check that out. I already have somebody that I'm planning on gifting this to, so we'll see what other destinations my other WIPs end up in. So yeah, until the end of your WIP parade. I'll see you next time. Happy stitching. Bye.
See ya.